Sometimes we have this fun thing we do. We make the freshmen do karaoke on the bus, and then it turns into pretty much everyone on the team getting up in the front of the bus singing in a microphone. So it's a lot of fun.
My favorite memories is all as a team getting yelled at by coach.
All right, so you mentioned karaoke. If there was a free-for-all for Ouachita soccer, who would win the karaoke battle?
Absolutely Jocelyn Kisper, 100%.
I would say the same thing.
All right. Well, both of you are going to have an opportunity to make some more memories here this year in your senior season. What are you hoping to get out of your last year here with the program?
I would say our whole team goal is to win the conference championship. We've done it once before, and it would be great to do it this one last time.
Yep, just win the conference championship and make good memories.
All right, so we had an interesting conversation before we started here today. We were talking about career aspirations. What are you wanting to do once you finish at Ouachita?
Once I'm done at Ouachita, I aspire to be a famous YouTuber.
And are you already taking steps towards that?
Yes, I actually have a vlog channel. It's on my Snapchat, and if you would like to be included in it, it's Sydney456.
All right, well, there you go. And so do you have any career aspirations after college too?
Not as fun as Sydney's. Mine's pretty boring. I just want to go to dental school and be a pediatric dentist when I get older.
Well, there you go. You could be taking a visit to the dentist office, and while you're waiting, you can watch one of her YouTube videos. All right, this is Chase Hartzell with the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and I'm joined by three seniors from the Ouachita women's soccer team. They are...
Hi, I'm Frankie Nine. I'm from Keller, Texas. I play defense, and I'm majoring in elementary education.
My name is Jamie Fowler. I am from Mesquite, Texas, and I'm going to be a sixth year, and I'm getting my master's in education.
I'm Fernanda Valencia, and I'm a forward from Lawton, Oklahoma, and I am a nursing major.
All right, well, it's getting close to dinner time right now. If all of you had the choice of a meal of your choice, what would you choose?
We just had a meeting with the nutritionist, so it's going to be chicken, rice, and broccoli.
I would definitely go with shredded brisket nachos from Fuzzy's.
Probably some street tacos.
Nice. Now, Jamie, this is your sixth season, as you mentioned. What went into your decision to come back to Ouachita for one last year?
The people standing next to me, I feel like they had a big part of peer pressuring me, and then it kind of just ate me alive to where I just couldn't make the decision, and I had to come back.
So it seems like you all are really close as a group. What are some of your favorite memories that you've had together as a team in your time here at Ouachita?
Winning this ring.
Definitely.
Well, I wasn't here when they won, but probably just from the beginning. Like, I've always had a great time with them at practice, outside of practice. I mean, we're a pretty good team wherever we go.
You touched on that you weren't here for that championship season. You actually transferred into Ouachita. What went into your decision to come here and play for the Tigers?
So I decided I wanted to do nursing, and they didn't offer that at my old school, and so I really had to transfer going into spring so I wouldn't be behind. And so my sister actually plays here. She's now a junior, and she's a defender. So after realizing that Ouachita is getting a nursing program, I was like, okay, this will work out. It'll be easier for my parents to watch us. And so I reached out to Coach, and he gave me an opportunity to play, and yeah.
Now, you all have touched on it a little bit so far, but what are some of your career aspirations once you wrap up your time here with the Tigers?
I'm going to be a kindergarten teacher.
It's really undecided, but I kind of want to be a dog mom.
I think I want to do travel nursing for a bit and then end up being a pediatric nurse, and get my nurse practitioners and start a business in aesthetic nursing.
All right, that's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. So all of you have established yourselves as leaders in this program, and now you get to step up in that role again for your senior year. What advice would you offer to the new players joining the program this year?
Definitely work hard every single day and just really taking in every single step of the journey, because it flies by. It goes by so fast. So just really enjoying the process.
One thing that I think really stepped my game up was learning how to practice And that doesn't just mean, going out there and just, goofing around, but like actually focusing on what you can transfer from practice to a game and testing out what you can and what you can't do, and just learning more about yourself and trying new things as you get older.
And kind of adding to what Frankie said, I mean, just have no regrets. Like, time is flying. Like, I can't believe I'm a senior already, and I know I'm going to miss it. And I don't know. We'll see if I'll take my 5th year, too. I don't know.
All right, well, we'll have to wait and see. But looking at your last senior season together, pending that you don't come back for one more, what are your goals going into this last year here?
I want another one of these right here.
Me too.
I want one of those. At least
There you go. This is Chase Hartzell with the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and I'm back with a couple more seniors from the Ouachita women's soccer team. They are...
I'm Michelle Snow. I'm from North Richland Hills, Texas, and I'm a goalkeeper.
I'm Jocelyn Kisper. I'm from McKinney, Texas, and I'm a center mid.
Now, I understand that we have a karaoke champion in our midst today. So, what's your go-to karaoke song?
Probably Mr. Brightside by The Killers or something.
Talking to the Moon by Bruno Mars.
Nice pick. Nice pick. Now, looking back at your time at Ouachita, what would you say are some of your favorite memories with the team?
I think traveling with the team was a big factor in that because that's how we grew close together, and also winning the championship.
Definitely winning the championship, and just like dorm life, especially freshman year.
Do you have any funny dorm stories from your first year here?
She doesn't go here anymore, but Reese Marks, one day the what is it called? The grass flooded, and she like got in a tube and hopped in and floated the grass. It's bad storytelling.
Hey, it works. It works. So, again, looking back on your time here, go back to the first time that you came here to Ouachita. What was it that drew you to play soccer here?
I just think the overall dynamic of the team, whenever I came in, I felt really welcomed my freshman year and had some good mentors and seniors to go along with it, and they just really made me feel comfortable to be away from home and helped me grow as a player.
When I got here, I had realized partway through my visit that I had been here when I was a freshman in high school for a cross-country retreat, and it just felt like a sign from God that this is where I should be. So, yeah.
Yeah. Now, we touched on it a little bit, that mentorship, especially from seniors. You now find yourselves in this position. How do you hope to pay that forward, that mentorship that you got when you were younger?
Well, I always have the saying of
Now we'll see Ryberg send the ball back out as Southwestern Oklahoma State trying to advance back towards the midfield, but the Tigers making it tough right now. There's a pass to Gardner. Gardner is going to give it to Yowzi and right back to Amory Thomas. It's going to be a corner kick here for the Tigers. A great opportunity to try and score off a set piece. Hattie Gardner will be the one to set it up in the corner. Some tight play down near the goal. Southwestern looking for a clear. It is last touched by the Bulldogs. Now it'll be a throw in for Perry. Now Abby Moore with the ball. She's going to send it over to Abby Inman, who sends it way downfield towards Hattie Gardner. Gardner trying to control it. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ouachita, so it is a throw-in for the Bulldogs. And now Fernanda Valencia advancing on the left side of the box, trying to cross it perhaps. Nobody's home, however. Now here come the Bulldogs trying to go the other way. Long ball goes out of bounds on the edge of the middle third. Again, we are still awaiting official results for the men's cross-country championships. The women's team did, however, finish second in the GAC, finishing in the top 2 in the conference for the second consecutive year. Inman going to pass the ball over to Thomas. Now Thomas sends it downfield towards Jocelyn Kispert. However, that one tails off to the left a little bit, and it's going to go out of bounds. Exciting weekend all around Ouachita's campus, as Ouachita volleyball has already competed in 2 matches over the last couple days, winning both. The first over Oklahoma Baptist, one of the top 3 teams in the Great American Conference at the time, and then defeating Southern Nazarene to move up even further in the Great American Conference standings. So the volleyball team right back in the middle of the race to the Great American Conference Championships. Meanwhile, Tigers trying to advance, but neither team able to maintain control. And we'll see if Perry can do that here. She sends it out to Frankie Nine. Nine sends it into the box, and Jocelyn Kispert trying to finish it off, but it was just out of her reach. Maddie Gardner. Going to pass it off to Perry. Perry passes it over to Valencia. Valencia back out to Gardner. There's the cross. Jocelyn Kispert looking for the header. Couldn't quite get it that time, but Kispert has been in a good position multiple times here in the first 15 minutes. You have to think that she's going to have an opportunity at some point to finish it off. Meanwhile, top of the box, shot is blocked and sent high into the air. Frankie Nine's right there to make sure it stays. And the defensive third of Southwestern. Perry trying to get some space, being closely defended. She's going to get past the defender, cuts into the box, now looking for the cross, trying to look for the header to finish it off. But it goes a bit too far to the left. Now Jocelyn Kispert trying to track down the ball, going the other way. Some good momentum right now for the Bulldogs as they make a charge into the defensive third of Ouachita. Trying to maintain control of the ball. Bulldogs nearing the top of the box. Now going towards the top right corner of the box. Looking for that opening to try and take a good shot. However, if this season has been any indication, when facing the Tigers, those opportunities will be few and far between. This is one of the best defensive teams in the Great American Conference, and that's a reason why they're at the top of the Great American Conference standings. They've also been known to score goals in a hurry as well, so you have to watch out for that. But the Bulldogs want to draw first blood in this matchup between two of the top 4 teams in the conference. High ball is a bit too far off to the right. Not a bad shot from distance, but it will be a goal kick for the Tigers. Shanley Rogers, a junior from San Antonio, Texas, waiting to check in for Ouachita. We'll see who she subs in for. Southwestern sends the ball high and to the left, keeping Michelle Snow on her heels. And now we will see the substitution, and it will be Frankie Nine checking out of the match for Ouachita. Nine played very well in the first 17 minutes of this senior day matchup. Now Dunigan going to pass it off to Rogers, who just checked in. Rogers going to pass it out to Valencia. Valencia trying to maintain control, but the ball is going to be cleared there by Elise LaForge, a freshman forward from Allen, Texas for the Bulldogs. Long ball sent up towards midfield, and looked like a couple of Tigers collided there trying to get to the ball. It will be a throw for Southwestern. Just under 26 minutes remaining here in this first half, and we're still in a defensive stalemate, 0-0. Looking at recent outings for the Bulldogs. The last time out, the Bulldogs getting a victory in front of the home crowd in Weatherford, 2-1 over Harding. Before that, losing a nail-biter to Southern Nazarene on the road, 1-0 the final in that one. And before that, another victory at Northwestern Oklahoma, or excuse me, at home versus Northwestern Oklahoma State. They played pretty well at home. 2 of their 3 victories in conference play have come at home. However, they have only managed 1 victory on the road this season in conference play, and that was at Harding back on September 27th. It was a 1-0 low-scoring affair. Meanwhile, Michelle Snow going to range over just to make sure that ball goes off to the left, and indeed it does. A couple of substitutions here for the Tigers as Grayson Turner checks in, as well as Reese Brown. Looking at the Tigers this season, they have played exceptionally well at Cluck Field. They have yet to lose a match at home. They have tied twice, but they've won 5 of their 7 outings here in front of the home crowd. They'll look to make that 6 here today. 3 points in the Great American Conference standings would be huge. Now Allison Reese will check in, as some of the experienced talent making way for younger talent. We've seen a couple freshmen check into the match over the last few minutes. We'll try to get you scoring updates as well on that Southern Nazarene matchup whenever they become available. As Southern Nazarene right there in the top 3 in the conference. Again, the rankings right now, Ouachita at 1 with 15, followed by Oklahoma Baptist at 2 with 14. The Bison do not play today. However, Southern Nazarene is in action today on the road against East Central, looking to move up, and also looking to move up the number 4 Southwestern Bulldogs, who are right here taking on the Tigers. Just have an official update. The men finish 4th in the Great American Conference Cross Country Championships. That's the 2nd top 4 finish in a row for the men's team. We also have a scoring update right now from Ada, Oklahoma, as the ECU Tigers have taken an early 1-0 advantage over SNU with 18:18 remaining in the first half. So a promising sign not only for Ouachita, but also for Southwestern Oklahoma State, if they can come away with a victory here today. ECU currently 6th in the conference with 6 points. Southwestern advancing the ball towards that defensive third. Ball is taken away, however, by Turner, and now she's looking to go the other way. Fighting for the ball, closing in quickly. Now a great opportunity here for Reese Brown. However, the roll was a bit too strong there as it goes all the way out of bounds, and it will be a goal kick for Southwestern Oklahoma State. Well, we've talked about how well the Ouachita women's soccer team has played at home. Another team that has played exceptionally well at home over the last few seasons, that's been the Ouachita football team. And they are back at home today against the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, looking to keep a regular season home win streak alive that dates back to 2021. Another factor to watch in that game, Kendall Givens is currently 2 touchdowns away from setting a new school record. He's currently at 48, one off the record, held by his former teammate TJ Cole at 49. He has a chance to not only tie that record, but break it today. Turner sending the ball downfield towards the box, and Hattie Gardner with some good pursuit there. However, it was a bit too strong, and Rybuck was right there to haul it in and send it back out. Southwestern Oklahoma State has played exceptionally well defensively today. They currently rank 6th in the Great American Conference in goals allowed on the season with 27. That's one above East Central, who is in last place with 28. The Tigers, however, have been the best team in that category, allowing only 7 goals in conference play. Ouachita also one of the top 2 teams in scoring in the GAC, and right behind them at number 3 is Southwestern Oklahoma State. That scoring output put a big reason why the Bulldogs are right in the mix for first place in the GAC, as there was a long shot there, but it was right into the arms of Rybuck. Also in action today, the Ouachita men's soccer team. They start at 1 p.m. and they had quite the trip, as they're all the way up in Wichita, Kansas for a matchup with the Newman Jets. The last time that those two teams met, it was a tie for the Tigers in a high-scoring affair, tied up 4-4 at the end of regulation. So the Tigers looking to perhaps get a measure of revenge and take a victory on the road today. Speaking of getting some revenge, the Bulldogs looking to get some revenge today after falling 2-1 at home against the Tigers earlier this season. That matchup took place back on September 30th in Weatherford. During that road trip to Oklahoma, the Tigers also dropped their only match of the year. It was 3 road games in a row out in Oklahoma. That's when they dropped their only match in conference play this year, a 2-0 loss to Oklahoma Baptist. But since then, the Tigers have not surrendered a loss. Jamie Fowler has checked into the match for the Tigers. Sabater trying to get control of the ball, but Amory Thomas was there to back her up. Reese sends the ball downfield a bit. Ball sent right to Michelle Snow. She's having another excellent match here today as she boots this ball away. Pretty remarkable fact about Michelle Snow. She has not allowed a single goal since that loss to Oklahoma Baptist, which took place all the way back on October 5th. Since then, the Tigers have played 4 different matches and have not allowed a single goal. So it has certainly been a special run here for the senior goalkeeper. And we're going to have a foul called here. Stoppage in time. Looks like we're going to see a card, and indeed we will. First card of the day for either team. And now Isabella Sabater with a chance to issue a free kick just above the top of the box at the top right corner. Plenty of Tiger personnel inside the box at the moment. There are at least 7 Tigers inside of the box right now. Grayson Turner standing outside the box waiting to back up her team. Michelle Snow has also advanced outside of the box. A lot of traffic trying to follow it up. Ball still loose. And they're going to say no, they're going to issue the free kick here, and we do have an injury timeout. It's Tiana Watkins exiting the field of play, and it looks like she might have a small cut, and that's the reason why they have brought her out of the match. She's getting checked out by the team trainer. Looks like she's going to be okay to continue. Just got to You can also hear Coach Kevin Wright making his case to the head official here, saying that he did not think that was a foul on his team inside the box. Regardless, it is going to be a goal kick for Southwestern Oklahoma State. Rybook is going to make way for one of her teammates, sending the ball away that time. It was Julie Anderson. Michelle Snow able to stop that ball, and now she's going to have a chance to send it away. The Tigers still looking to establish themselves offensively. Not too many opportunities up near the goal, especially in recent minutes. As Savitaire sends the ball downfield. Reese Brown trying to gain control. She's being heavily defended, but she's able to cut back inside, looking to cross the ball. Nobody's home. However, teammate there to support her, and that's going to be a penalty inside the box. A costly, costly mistake for Southwestern Oklahoma State. And for this PK, the Tigers going to turn the ball over to none other than Jamie Fowler, the graduate student from Mesquite, Texas. Looking to break the ice in this scoreless bout. Fowler waiting to place the ball down. Official is ready. All we're waiting for now is the whistle. Fowler versus Rybook. Penalty kick to take the lead. It's in. Goal! OBU Tigers. Jamie Fowler, a veteran leader on this Tiger squad. The graduate student steps up yet again, and the Tigers have officially broken the ice. It's 1-0. That's the 20th goal of Great American Conference play for the Tigers. That's second best in the conference, trailing only Southern Nazarene. Right now, however, the Crimson Storm facing some adversity on the road as the ECU Tigers currently lead them 1-0.
Southwestern trying to get that goal right back, but the Tigers standing their ground on the aggressive offensive attack. Now a chance for a counterattack as Sabater brings the ball back up the field. At midfield, she sends it way down towards the defensive third of Southwestern Oklahoma State. It will roll out of bounds and will be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. We do have an update from ECU as that goal, ironically, also a penalty kick for the ECU Tigers. It was Tanya Babick scoring the PK for ECU. That's the only scoring up to that point. At a similar spot in the first half, just under 9 minutes to go. Looking back at that last goal for Jamie Fowler, that is her 5th of the season, the 21st of her career with the Tigers. Another foul committed by Southwestern Oklahoma State, down close near the box. There's been some aggressive defensive play in that defensive third, one of those coming back to bite the Bulldogs as it was committed inside the box. That's set up for the PK for Jamie Fowler. And she converted it flawlessly. Sabater sends it into the box, looking for the header. It's sent high up into the air and ends up falling on top of the net. Rybuck was following it, though, as it looked like it might have a chance to drop right into her hands. Megan McKay checking in. And as she enters the fray, Grayson Turner, the graduate forward from Cabot, Arkansas, will check out. Snow sends it right to the outside to Abby Moore. Moore trying to get it up towards midfield. Great job there of Jamie Fowler backing up her teammate. And the Tigers trying to press further into Bulldog territory. There's the throw into Sabater. Moore trying to get control of it on the header. She does get a little bit of an advantage there. Passes it out to Inman, who sends it up the field to McKay. Minus a few slip-ups on fouls near the box, including the one that led to the PK. This has been an excellent defensive outing for Southwestern Oklahoma State. Traditionally this season, the Bulldogs haven't been one of the stronger defensive teams in the conference. However, they have been up to the task, limiting the number 2 offense in the Great American Conference to just 1 goal up to this point, and that, of course, was off of the PK. However, on the flip side of that, you've also got to tip your cap to the Tigers because they're facing off against one of the top 3 offenses in the conference, and they have yet to allow a goal. Michelle Snow has made some nice saves, but she's also gotten plenty of assistance from her teammates in the other spots on the field. Vanna sends it down towards the box, and that ball is going to be sent right back to Rybuck. Ouachita perhaps sensing that it's nearing the end of the first half and trying to create some opportunities before the break. They do have the 1-goal advantage. Amory Thomas with a throw in for Ouachita. Looking for a teammate, she finds one in McKay. Inman sends the ball up near midfield to Vanna. Ball rolls out of bounds. It will be a throw for Ouachita. Just under 2 minutes remaining here in the first half. Not too many opportunities remaining here to score in the first half, but perhaps an opportunity here for the Tigers. Ball stays in favor of Ouachita, and it's going to be it looked like it was a throw in, and indeed it is. Fowler passes it inside to Sabater. Sabater looking for the shot. It is on target. However, Rybuck was right there to make a play. The final seconds of the first half dwindling down. And it looks like both teams may just be happy to let this clock run out on these first 45 minutes.
10, 9, 8.
You can hear the final seconds being counted off by our own Brian Ramsey.
4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And that's going to do it for this first half. Through 45 minutes, it's been a low-scoring affair. However, the Tigers able to break the ice in the final 10 minutes of the first half on a PK from Jamie Fowler. That's all the scoring to speak of, though, at Cluck Field. As we head to the break, you're watching Tiger Soccer on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network.
No matter where you go in Arkansas, you'll probably run into someone you know. That personal connection is what I love about this state, and it's why we have offices and people across Arkansas. People who share your interest and care if you've been hurt.
A local team who will be on your side, by your side.
So if you were injured in an accident, call us at 1-800-CAR-WRECK.
No matter where you live in Arkansas, we have an office nearby.
We'll be on your side, by your side.
Captain Henderson House. We're a home to call your very own when you're away from yours, with a porch to end your night on, surrounded by friends, sharing stories and old times, and a yard with memories of summertime weddings and picnics after the game. We are so thankful for the life this house has seen for nearly 150 years. Come stay with us and join in on our stories. Captain Henderson House, Inn and Events.
I've heard people say Ouachita.
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 Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita. How would you pronounce it? Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
Visit the Ouachita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Ouachita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Ouachita campus store. Go Tigers.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II student athletes want to make a difference and truly be part of their surrounding communities. Through community engagement, thousands of student athletes from various backgrounds interact with community members who view them as role models. This interaction leaves a positive and perhaps even life-changing impression on all those involved. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
On my team, I thrive to work as hard as I can. I mean, whatever you do on the field, there's a positive correlation to whatever else you do, be it personal relationships, homework, the way you carry yourself. I've changed since I got to King University. It's really helped me to develop as a leader. I think it's honestly the best thing that's ever happened.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person, and we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
we are an intentionally Christian university. We aren't going to apologize for that. But we're also going to challenge your students academically. We all know we learn more when we're challenged. This is also a place, though, where students are going to be invested in. I've spoken to so many alumni, and they come back again and again to telling me stories, naming names of faculty and staff members in specific situations where they invested in their lives, and they look back with the benefit of time and see how formative it was in their life. I think another reason is high impact learning. With the Christian liberal arts, you're going to get that broad experience, but we're also going to go deep. Some of the examples that come to mind is we have science students who spend their summer doing undergraduate research, and that is a gateway for graduate school. I think of some of our business students that we've given $1 million to of our endowment to manage real life experience. Or students who are interested in media and culture who go to the Sundance Film Festival, the premier event, to engage with people across the country in this discipline, but also to engage with Christians. But we're also going to be a place where you graduate. We're proud that in the state of Arkansas, among all colleges and universities, Ouachita has the highest graduation rate. You're going to finish on time. But you're not just going to graduate, you're going to be prepared for graduate school, for work. And so at Ouachita, we'll be a better university because of you. And I believe you'll be better because you were at Ouachita.
We believe in a faith that seeks understanding. So as a university, we believe that all of the various things that we study allow us to really develop a more vigorous faith.
Ouachita Baptist is so catered to growing in your spiritual walk.
My interaction with professors and fellow students in classes and learning has helped me learn more about who God is in my personal life.
One of the beauties of the education that we give to our students is to expose them to the various realms of knowledge, which then equips them as men and women of faith to be able to understand and really appreciate the complicated world in which we live.
Ouachita Baptist has taught me how a love for God and a love of learning really go hand in hand.
By coming to Ouachita and finding mentors on staff or upperclassmen who are older than me, I really started to discover who God was and learn how to go to His Word and His truth and learn who He was.
We want you to be the very best you. We believe that's God's plan for you. We believe that He wants you to develop unique gifts and abilities to the fullest extent and to equip you to have the very best future that you can have.
The American dream to me as an immigrant means having the opportunities that my parents didn't have. Being the first one in my family to graduate, it meant everything my parents sacrificed for me to get to this point. It was paying off.
Estoy muy orgulloso de Michael por haberse graduado del colegio.
My path to a college degree would have been completely different had I not had a scholarship. It would just relieved a lot of the financial burden.
Getting directions to Ouachita Baptist University.
Certainly, there's no better time than now, and I think the sooner the better as you go through life to get your education completed. We wanted it to be practical. We wanted it to be accessible.
Students, I think, that are learning online have the same desires, same needs, and it's up to us to come up with as creative ways as possible of making sure that all those needs are met.
It's not just getting a degree. It's not just checking a box. It's about us investing an education into these students.
Hello and welcome back to Tiger Soccer on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. We can officially say good afternoon because it is 12:06 p.m. here in Arkadelphia, and as the two teams get ready to resume action, we're going to take a look at some of the stats from that first half. The Tigers with the 1-0 advantage on the scoreboard, courtesy of a PK by Jamie Fowler in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Looking between the two teams, only 5 shots on goal between the two. Ouachita with the slight advantage 3-2 in that category. Tigers with 2 corner kicks. Only 1 card issued in that first half, a yellow card issued to Southwestern, and 6 fouls in total were committed, 4 of them belonging to the Tigers. Between Ryback and Michelle Snow, it's been a pretty good day for the goalkeepers. Again, the only scoring to speak of thus far has been that single penalty kick. 2 saves apiece for both goalkeepers. And a total of 16 shots in that first half. The middle part of the field did an excellent job of defending, as we mentioned, only 5 of those shots on goal, and part of that was due to the deflections that we saw down near the top of the box. Defenders did an excellent job of making sure that opportunities down low were few and far between. But the Bulldogs are lined up. The Tigers are lined up for the second half of this senior day matchup at Cluck Field. And Ouachita looking to hang on to first place in the Great American Conference. Set to start us out, it's going to be Elvira Gunnarsson. Entering into the final 45 minutes of what has been an exciting Great American Conference contest up to this point, between 2 of the best squads in the GAC, both in the top 4 in the GAC standings. If you're just tuning in, Tigers are in first place in the GAC by a single point. They have 15 points, followed by Oklahoma Baptist with 14 points. The Bison are not in action today. However, the third place team, the Southern Nazarene Crimson Storm, is in action today, facing off against East Central. However, the Tigers currently leading that match. They're facing off against ECU 1-0 in Ada. So a chance for the Tigers to really create some separation today in the GAC standings if they can pick up the victory, get those 3 points. They don't want to settle for the draw, as that would only give them 1. Now a great opportunity as the ball goes downfield, and Jocelyn Kispert, excellent opportunity, tripped up by Ryback. However, it was a clean play as she was able to get the ball, just trying to avoid the collision there, and ended up having to go over the top. Now Ryback will send the ball away. ECU and SNU just getting underway in Ada for the second half. These 2 games are neck and neck right now in terms of their pacing. Both kicked off at 11 a.m. and both are right within a minute of each other in terms of game time. The last update provided was at the 47-minute mark. So just about 43 minutes remaining in that contest as well. SWOSU taking the ball the other way. It's been another excellent day for Michelle Snow, trying to make it a full 5 games without allowing a single goal. It's been an impressive stretch for the senior goalkeeper. The last goal she was allowed was in that tough second half against Oklahoma Baptist back on October 5th. The only loss of the season thus far for the Tigers in Great American Conference play. But just to give you an idea of how impressive that feat would be if she can make it 5 games in a row without a goal. That's 450 minutes without allowing a single goal. That's 7.5 hours of game time. Been a very impressive stretch, as it looked like. Player went up for a ball and ended up accidentally getting a piece of one of Southwestern's players. That's Sola Saruda. But it looks like she's going to be okay. Just had to get cleaned up a bit, and she'll wait to check back into the match momentarily. Amory Thomas just sending the ball right back to Michelle Snow. It's a couple of special days here at Ouachita Baptist University, as it's senior day for this Ouachita women's soccer team, and they're looking to perhaps add on to their lead. Long shot by Hattie Gardner just over the top. Wasn't a bad look at all, though, and she is going to be cheered on by her teammates, doing a great job of trying to capitalize on the opportunity. Unfortunately for her, that one's still just a bit too high. But it's not only senior day for the women's soccer team, it's also Football Alumni Day over at Cliff Harris Stadium. The Tigers getting ready to take on the Arkansas Tech Wonder Boys, and what should be an exciting GAC matchup. You can catch that one right here on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. Now the Tigers closing in. There's the cross. Looked like Reese Brown was trying to get it inside, but the ball was deflected by one of the defenders, so now it's going to be a corner kick for the Tigers, their third of the match. Hattie Gardner with the corner, sends it inside, bounces around a bit, and close call there as it looked like Ashlyn Stiegel was just able to clear it for the Tigers, and now Hattie Gardner going to flip sides for another corner kick, the 4th of the match for Ouachita. Gardner has it set up in the corner. There's the long ball in towards the box, bounces around a bit, and it's a goal. We're still waiting for an official ruling. It is a goal for the Tigers. Hold on a second. No. They're going to say it went over to the back side. Looked like a Tiger may have gotten it in, but gotten it in from this angle. However, it may have gone over on the other side, or there may have been a call we missed. However, the goal does not count, and it's still 1-0 Tigers. Also confused the players quite a bit, as there are a lot of Tigers that thought that that was a goal for Ouachita. Instead, it remains 1-0. Amory Thomas trying to get the ball out. Now an opportunity for Southwestern inside the box. Michaela Swain trying to get inside for a good look that time. Instead, it's cleared, and now it'll be a corner kick for the Bulldogs. Once again, we want to congratulate both the men's and the women's cross-country teams here at Ouachita for finishing in the top 4 in the GAC championships up in Russellville today. The men's team finishing in 4th for the 2nd straight year, and the women's team finishes in the top 2 for the 2nd consecutive year. It's been a big week for Ouachita Athletics. Another one yesterday. We want to congratulate the men's swimming team for defeating Delta State, the Statesman number 16 in the country going into that meet. And the Tigers taking down their bitter rival for the first time since 2011. There's the long ball on the free kick. Hattie Gardner trying to get it out of there. Amory Thomas has it on the outside, trying to send it down the field, and this may be a great opportunity for Jocelyn Kispert, but they're going to rule it an offside. SWOSU trying to get the ball back into the defensive third of Ouachita. Just over half an hour remaining here in this Great American Conference contest. 1-0 in favor of Ouachita. Keeping an eye on that matchup in Ada. ECU still leading 1-0 in a low-scoring affair. Goals have been few and far between in Great American Conference matchups here today. Again, the Tigers taking on the Crimson Storm here next week. That matchup set to take place on Wednesday at 3 p.m. and then on Saturday. It's going to be a big matchup as it currently stands. The top two teams in the Great American Conference will face off right here in Arkadelphia. The Oklahoma Baptist Bison coming to town, and the Tigers looking to avenge their one and only loss on the Great American Conference slate this season. Tigers looking to claim the regular season title, and with it, home field advantage for the Great American Conference Championships. Those are taking place from November 9th to November 11th. November 11th shaping up to be a really special day here on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University, because if the Tigers do indeed have home field advantage, not only can you catch the Great American Conference Championship game on that day, but it's also the annual Battle of the Ravine football game, which is happening just across the way at Cliff Harris Stadium. It's tough to tell maybe from our camera angles, but we are right here in the Ouachita Hills, right behind Ouachita's campus, on the very back edge of campus. But we can see the lights from Cliff Harris Stadium from here. It's a free kick for Southwestern. Grayson Turner checking in for the Tigers. Checking out for Ouachita, it's going to be the freshman forward Reese Brown. Brown from Frisco, Texas. Turner, as we mentioned earlier on the broadcast, from Cabot, Arkansas. We do want to take some time to recognize all the seniors on the team today, recognized as a part of Senior Day. First off, give a shout out to the two graduate students, Jamie Fowler from Mesquite, Texas, and of course Grayson Turner, who just checked out from Cabot, Arkansas. Some of the seniors on the pitch right now, others are not, but we're going to give them a shout out nonetheless. Michelle Snow, the senior goalkeeper from North Richland Hills, Texas, started out her career at Birdville and then went from North Richland Hills right here to Arkadelphia and has had a stellar career with the Tigers. Another senior being recognized today, Fernanda Valencia, the senior forward from Lawton, Oklahoma. Also spent some time at Alabama A&M before transferring in to play with her sister, Sophia Valencia. Sydney Perry, another senior being recognized today. Senior midfielder from McKinney, Texas. Previously played at Boyd High School there before making her way to the Delph. Jocelyn Kispert, another senior from McKinney, Texas. She went to school previously at Frisco Independence High School and has also had an excellent career with the Tigers. Frankie Nine, we saw her start the game today. The senior defender from Keller, Texas, went to Keller High School. And again, another key contributor in the Tigers' success over the last few years. Truly a special group, and they've got a chance to finish off their careers in a special way here if they can stay atop the Great American Conference standings, looking to not only bring home a regular season GAC title, but also a chance, as meanwhile, there was a close play as looked like Rybuck had some backup that time. And now we're going to have another stoppage in play as another player is down. Now we're ready to resume action. Excellent opportunity down low. Ball popped free. And now Rybuck has gone down a little bit slow to get up, but looks like she'll be good to go. It's been a tough physical game between these two teams. Seen quite a few Southwestern players go down here in the second half. SWOSU looking to take the ball the other way. Abby Inman doing an excellent job of cutting off the forward progress. However, Southwestern was right there to bounce back. Again, this is one of the top three offenses in the GAC, right behind Ouachita and Southern Nazarene. The Tigers have already put up their 20th goal of Great American Conference play here today, and that has been all they have needed. 1-0 the score as we head into the final 26 minutes of play. Grayson Turner, good job there cutting off the ball. Now she's taking it down the field. Some excellent ball movement, perhaps trying to get some space on the left side before she can cross it. She gets it to Kispert. Kispert back inside to Turner. Great opportunity, and it is saved. Looked like it was a bit off to the left. However, Rybuck was not taking any chances there as she's going to corral it herself and send it away. You can hear Kevin Wright giving some instructions to his players. Wright in his 12th season at Ouachita and looking to capture his second GAC title in 4 seasons. However, those 4 seasons have come over the span of 3 years because the Tigers did win the Great American Conference tournament title back in 2021. That was the spring 2021 season, however. Part of that unusual season that was backed up due to the COVID-19 pandemic. There's the ball inside by Sabater. Bounces high, looking for the header, but it goes over the top, and it'll be a goal kick for Southwestern Oklahoma State. Valencia sending it out to Fowler. Now we're seeing a lot of senior leadership out there mixed in with some younger talent as well. Yazzie was trying to cut inside that time, but an excellent clear by Southwestern Oklahoma State. Whether you're just joining us or whether you've been here since the very first kick, we want to thank you for tuning in to the Ouachita Sports Digital Network. This is a student-led production out of the Rogers Department of Communications here at Ouachita Baptist University in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. We've got a great crew working with us here today. We're spread a bit thin as we've got multiple events going on at the same time. We've got the rest of the crew gearing up for the Ouachita football game over at Cliff Harris Stadium, but do want to give a shout out to all the student workers who are not only making this broadcast possible, but just making the entire day possible. It's been a busy weekend for OSDN. By the end of the weekend, we'll have covered 4 different sports in the span of 4 days, some of them multiple times, as is the case for volleyball. Excuse me, it'll be 4 sports in 3 days. As for myself, this is the 4th different sport that I have called in the span of less than 24 hours. Started out with swim and dive yesterday at 1 o'clock before volleyball at 4. Then went over to Arkadelphia High School for the Arkadelphia Badgers football game at 7, and then right back here at 11 a.m. this morning for Ouachita women's soccer. Now a chance for Fernanda Valencia. Jamie Fowler trying to back her up. Vanna tripped up a bit, and now we're going to see a foul called. Ball is corralled by Ryvik, and if you listen closely, you may be able to hear some of the speakers from Cliff Harris Stadium. Again, be sure to tune in at 1 o'clock as the Tigers are set to take on the Wonder Boys of Arkansas Tech in an exciting in-state rivalry game. It's also Football Alumni Day, so recognizing some great Tigers, both past and present. The stories going into the day, the Tigers looking to bounce back after a loss at Harding last week. Still a top 15 team in the country, and Kendall Gibbons eyeing history today. He's just 1 touchdown away from tying the school record and 2 away from breaking the school record currently held by his former teammate TJ Cole. Ouachita men's soccer also playing today, as I mentioned earlier on the broadcast, up in Wichita, Kansas, taking on the Newman Jets in a rematch of what was a shootout here at Cluck Field earlier in the season, a 4-4 tie. The Tigers looking to perhaps take the win on the road today, and what would be a big-time GAC win for the men's Tigers. Right now, though, the women's Tigers in line for a big-time GAC win at home in front of this senior day crowd. We've had solid crowds here at Cluck Field throughout the season, but this has by far been one of the best. And probably a big factor in that is the excellent weather that we're experiencing right now. Blue skies above with some clouds available to break up the heat just a little bit. It's about 80 degrees right now in Arkadelphia according to current weather reports, and nobody's going to be complaining about that. Couldn't ask for a better day for football, whether it's being played on the pitch as we're seeing right now or on the gridiron as is being done just across the way. Southwestern trying to maintain possession of the ball, just under 15 minutes to go. And what has been a defensive battle to say the least. Southwestern Oklahoma State coming into this match ranking near the bottom of the GAC in terms of goals allowed. However, they have stepped up to the task today against one of the top 2 offenses in the conference. And the Tigers showing why they're one of the best defenses in the GAC by limiting one of the top 3 offenses to no scores up to this point. Opportunities have been few and far between as well, and part of that is because of the physical play that we're seeing in the midfield, as you're seeing right now. Rybook steps out of the box and is just going to pass it right back to her teammate. Thomas sending it downfield to Fernanda Valencia. Valencia trying to close inside, able to get past the defender, looking to cross it, and ball is cut off by Rybook. Jamie Fowler was closing in, and Valencia almost with a chance to get the goal herself. I think Fowler was just there as a bit of an insurance measure. However, excellent defensive play by Ryback. Regardless, Valencia, had it not been for the excellent play by Ryback, she would have walked away with either a goal or an assist. Now Jamie Fowler near the top of the box, passing it back out to Valencia. Valencia going to cross it inside to Sabater. SWOSU trying its best to clear the ball. However, it is going to be a throw for, actually it's going to be a throw for Southwestern. They'll say it was the last touch by Amory Thomas. Chance for SWOSU. Going to be cut off by Amory Thomas. Still is a throw for Southwestern. Set to throw it in for the Bulldogs. It'll be Hannah Gutierrez, the sophomore from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Valencia looking to cross the ball to the other side, trying to find her teammate, Shanley Rogers. A little bit of a miscommunication. And now Ashlyn Vanna trying to step up, take advantage. However, Southwestern does regroup successfully. Now it will be a throw-in for Ouachita on the clear. Allison Reese, the freshman midfielder from Fort Worth, Texas, checking in for the Tigers. Jocelyn Kispert also checking in for Ouachita down the stretch as Fernanda Valencia checks out. You can hear the booming voice of Dr. Casey Model over the loudspeaker at Cliff Harris Stadium in the background, just to show you how close we are to the action that's about to take place. We are quite literally just about to walk over the hill to broadcast the Ouachita football game, and you can catch that one right here on OSDN, taking on Arkansas Tech. But we still got 10 minutes left in this senior day matchup, and Ouachita standing strong defensively, however, still just a one-goal advantage and looking to hang on to stay atop the Great American Conference standings. Just a one-point advantage over Oklahoma Baptist, and Southern Nazarene currently right behind them at 13 points, just 2.5 points, or not even 2.5 points, just 2 points out of first place. However, they are in danger of staying right where they are and having some separation between them and the Tigers. Just moments ago, though, SNU able to even up the score. It had been 1-0 since the first 20 minutes of the match over in Ada. However, the Crimson Storm does manage to get their first goal in the 75th minute. With a tie, SNU would move up to 14 points in Great American Conference play. That would tie them for second with Oklahoma Baptist. However, if Ouachita can hold on for the victory, they move up to 18 points on the season, getting those 3 points from the victory here today. And we're going to have a stoppage in time. Looks like the head official is asking for the trainer to go and take a look at Ashlyn Vanna. Trying to walk it off here. They're going to go ahead and let Grayson Turner check in. We'll see if the official allows for the other substitutions right now. Now we resume action. Clock starts rolling. Just over 8 minutes remaining here in this Great American Conference contest. 1-0 the score. Tigers looking to increase their lead to as many as 4 points in the GAC standings. It'll be huge as they go into the last week of home matches here at Cluck Field. Of course, on Wednesday, 3 p.m., Southern Nazarene coming to town. If the Crimson Storm can manage the tie, or perhaps even win that match, they'll have a share of second place going into that match. And then the team currently sitting in second place single-handedly, but who could share the title with the Crimson Storm, depending on the result today, that's going to be Oklahoma Baptist. The Bison come to town on Saturday, set for an early kickoff at 11 a.m. Tigers trying to hang on against a physical Southwestern Oklahoma State team. Foul is going to be called on Michaela Swain. The senior forward wasn't too happy with that call, but it is indeed a free kick for Ouachita as Kispert tried to maintain control of the ball. It does go out of bounds. Now we'll see Gardner, Perry, and Dunigan back on the pitch for Ouachita. OBU trying to hold on for yet another victory here at Cluck Field. It would be their 6th win of the season on their home turf, and also it would ensure that their undefeated season remains alive here. They have had 2 draws, but they have yet to surrender a loss. Gardner trying to get some separation. Bit of a collision there. Ball went right back into the head of Allison Reese. It was a line drive. Looks like she's going to be okay, though. Chance for SWOSU. And at this point in the match, these opportunities are critical. You don't know how many chances you're going to have left. Bulldogs need to capitalize if they want to have a chance to at least force the draw. Hattie Gardner trying to send the ball back down the field. Grayson Turner doing her best to track it down. She's hustling to try and get it before it goes out of bounds. Unfortunately, she cannot get there in time. SWOSU doing its best to try and create at least one more opportunity down near the goal. However, the Tigers are going to perhaps try to seal the deal here if they can get control of the ball and get one more look at the goal. It all comes down to these final 4 minutes. Tigers looking to hang on and stay atop the Great American Conference standings. Also looking to create some separation on a day where the number 2 team in the conference has a bye and the number 3 team is currently in line for a draw. Southern Nazarene and ECU currently in the 81st minute. Still tied up at 1 apiece. But right now, Ouachita, here in this 87th minute, looking to lock things down at home and ensure that these seniors go off in the best style possible with a win. Ryvik fields the ball, going to quickly roll it back out. Two minutes to go. It's going to be a free kick for Southwestern. And this one a big one. Could be one of the last great opportunities that Southwestern gets in this match to get the equalizer and force a tie. Long ball sent into the box. Tigers trying to lock it down. Ball high in the air. And Snow bobbles it, but able to come up with the save in what may be a game-deciding play. Excellent job by the senior goalkeeper out of North Richland Hills, Texas. Long shot, just missed off to the left side, and we've got a stoppage in time as a couple of substitutes are going to check in for the Tigers. That's Ashlyn Vanna and Maddie Vanna. SWOSU has one last chance to send the ball down the field. However, it looks like this is going to be a victory for the Ouachita Tigers with the win. Ouachita advancing to 8-1-6 on the season. And Southwestern Oklahoma State going to drop a bit here. They fall to 3-9-3 on the season. However, 3-4-2 in conference, and that still would keep them in fourth place as they have accumulated 11 points. However, the Tigers getting plenty of separation would get up to 18 points, and with Oklahoma Baptist on a bye and Southern Nazarene still fighting in a draw right now, what would be a draw in the ECU, could be a lead of as many as 4 points for the Tigers by the end of the day. Hattie Gardner's going to hold on to it, though. And you can put this one in the books It's another Tiger victory at Cluck Field, and Ouachita stays atop the Great American Conference standings. Sending off the seniors in style, the only scoring to speak of in this one, a penalty kick from Jamie Fowler, but that was enough to do the job as the Tigers prove once again why they are the best defense in the Great American Conference, allowing no goals against one of the top 3 offenses that the GAC has to offer. But that's going to do it for this edition of Tiger Soccer. Now it's time for Tiger Football on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, and we'll see you right there. Until then, have a great afternoon, and go Tigers.